Hey everybody, welcome to the channel. Got another video for the 773. It's got a black eye. This thing over here is missing. I don't know what happened to it. I don't know where it went. I just don't know. So when you open the door, that happens. Either way, got a replacement. I ordered it here. Now we got to pull that light out, which is broken, but we didn't get a light. We only got the clip. Let's pull it out. Looking at the new one, it looks like it has holes to fasten this light in. Let's take a look. Yep, Phillips number 2. Got the screws out of it. Now I got to unplug it, or whatever has to be done. Let's figure that out. So the whole thing comes out, the whole fixture with the bulb. It's a quarter turn and comes right out. Pulled it out and then discarded it. Let's drop it into the new one. But we'll put the broken portion to the inside. Slide that down in there. Screw holes line up just fine. Put the screws in. And bang, they're in. This has got a ridge right here. It snaps in place on the frame of the door. And then the backup light has these ridges. So I was looking over here at the other one. This one's outside of it too. I'm gonna push that back in there. All right, so I'll pop that in. You can see that ridge, kind of, sort of, sticking out over the metal some. Now let's put this light in, the backup light, which is right here. It's probably the easiest thing I do all day. Probably not. Now look at there, got it in. What I did not notice is it's got these ridges holding it in around the lips here, around the lip of the light. You can kind of see, you can see it right there. Here's the end of it. And it goes down here. It's only on 3 sides, top, bottom, and the inside. This side doesn't have one. To make this easier, what I did was I put the light in over that bottom lip, and I stuck a piece of this down here near the bottom to hold that wedge back as I started to pivot the light, pivot the light in. And it got that ridge up over that lip. And then I pulled it out and slid it in up a little higher, and then kept pushing. That came right out. Then all I had to do was take a screwdriver and I pushed up to lift this in up to get the lip over the top. And that was it. Snapped right in. Surprisingly easy after you had a wedge or a shoehorn, whatever you want to call it, a light horn. All right, so now all we have to do is put the wiring harness and the wiring harness holder, because why would you not? And then put the 2 tabs on the light. See the 2 tabs up and down? Stick them in there and rotate 90 degrees. Look at there. Brand new eyeball socket holder. I don't know what you call it. Anyway, I figure if I broke it, which I guess I broke that too. All I know is I was operating it when this was no longer on there. It had been on there the day before. I was the only one to use it, so had to replace it because I broke it. Even though it's not my equipment. Guys, you know the rule. You break it, you fix it before you give it back, right? All right. Easy job. I just thought I'd throw it out there. Maybe somebody's looking for the part number. Maybe that's all you're looking for. All right. That's the way I did it. Hit like and subscribe. Have a good day, everybody.